the shit you have to go through and still create. Exactly. And still sit down and, you know, smoke my joint and think of a rhyme. It doesn't matter what, you know, how fucked up I am, how tired I am. Nobody gives a fuck about the fans who want to hear something. Don't want to. Right. They give a fuck, but they don't give a fuck. Deliver. So you got to deliver. So I think people often don't understand the mind power it takes to kind of do this. So I really respect the craft and anybody. I really respect all artistic crafts, to be honest, not just MCing. Right. Anything where you're artistic and you wake up and you go to sleep. Because when you're in an art, most likely sometimes that shit possesses you. Of course. And it takes like there's some days I lay down and I just think of the rhymes and I don't want to. Like, you know, I just want to lay down.
It's just rhymes.
But it's just rhymes going through the head. So I think I just really respect the craft. And especially when you're lucky to make it in here, I felt like, to be honest, I didn't never have to be here. Like, you know what I mean? I was fortunate enough to slide my way out of a few situations, like, you know what I mean? Right. So I always take it as, damn, if I would have got caught up in that situation, I would have never even had a chance to make music, period. They would have never, you know, I would have been another nice dude in jail on the streets. Or like, so I take all of that into consideration, especially those who came before us, who paved that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think I take all of that into consideration as an MC. Like, I think about Rakim, Kane, Coogee Rap, KRS, Chuck, how they laid down. Those are my masters. I look at it like those are my grandmasters. You know, I look what they did to get here and pave the way for us. EPMD, so many to name. I'm not trying to leave nobody out, but you try to stay on your game, like, you know what I'm saying? And I think when you just want to supply words, you really just try to stay on your game, because it goes like this. You ain't on once you come in the game and you was the hottest, after that 4 or 5 years pass by, now you gotta, you ain't the hottest no more. Now it's gonna come on to, are you really nice? And what's about your craft? Then another 5 years is even more so. Then another 5 years is even more so. So I look at it like, I'm fortunate enough to be in the game, like, you know what I'm saying? Sure. To be able to rhyme this long and people to be able to, anybody even to be interested for me to sit on this couch, I'm very thankful. I'm humbled by it, because most people don't make it this long.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, you said your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. It was a great bar, but it was also the truth. I think your level of respect in the game, you know, and I think that's a big thing. Like, is Styles P the most famous household name? Maybe not. But when you talking about bars, when you in them real conversations, that barbershop talk, your name comes up, and especially amongst your peers, you know, some of the people that you named, as well as the younger generation. You know, I see you with a Dave East, a Young and May, a Don Q, and myself. You know what I'm saying? Artists on the come up, and you still garner that same respect from both generations. And I think that, you know, you're one of those MCs that really bridge that gap between, you know, from Big's era to right now, you know what I'm saying, still having that longevity and respect. Talk to me about how difficult it was, like, after coming out and being on and being known and being in the game, when you had to do that little bit. What was that, like, what when that happened to you, what was going through your mind?
That was horrible, dog. It was really horrible, because, like I said, I wasn't projected to do well on Gangsta and the Gentleman. Then it was doing well. I had to go to jail. And I did a county stint before that, but this one was different because I was famous. I was Styles P from the Locks, and, you know, they know me in every hood and all of that. So, you know, I really took into consideration, like, damn, I'm really away from my family. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like a slave. I lost touch with, I was getting money, so I kind of lost touch with culture. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why, like, so many things was hitting me at once. Like, you know, I started to remember, like, everything that was just valuable, and just started realizing even how small shit that you never looked at as valuable is pretty much valuable. Like, taking a breath in on a nice warm day and just looking at an animal run by, or being able to look at the sun, or, you know, because when you're incarcerated, especially, like, I'm a person that doesn't like to be told what to do. So when you're trying to visit your family and you gotta, you know, they telling you lift your nuts, split your ass cheeks, open your mouth, bend down, yada, yada, yada. And, you know, you living with so much on your mind, it really fucks with you. So I took that, opened my eyes to a lot, and it matured me much more. And then also, I think it kept me balanced, and it kept me humbled. So I kind of understood. Never forget where you're from, because people where you from go through this shit all the time. And sometimes you get a way out and you make it, and then you sort of forget. Damn, people actually go through this. So for me, it was like an eye opener, just to like how life works, how shit goes, and just stay on point. And then it was an eye opener also to fix my attitude, fix my way of being, because I came from the streets to rap with a street mentality. So I wasn't like, you know what I mean? I never believed in that I need somebody else to hold me down or protect me, or like I never believed, and I also, she says I have a Napoleon complex, tells me this, but I always feel like, as a man, I'm going somewhere, if I got good energy and I'm not bothering nobody, I should be cool. But if something happens as a man, I'm gonna make sure I get up out of there. But it used to be with more of a bad temper and an ego and a certain bravado that comes from the hood. I was ignorant too, like,
Cool.
So
but we also designed, saying, like trained to be that way.
Yeah, so if you walk in a